Welcome back to my channel. My name's Rebecca, I'm 28, I live in Newcastle, and you are reporting for Beauty Duty. So today I'm doing makeup that I regret purchasing. I got this idea from my dear friend Teresa. I'll link her video and her channel down below. She did the video and I was like, yeah, can relate. So I have quite a lot in front of me, so I'm just gonna crack on into it really. I'm gonna start with stuff from the same umbrella brand in general. And the first things I'm going to talk about are these from Revolution Pro. I normally have them top in the corner where you can't see them out of the way. So this is the first from the Revolution umbrella. And these are like quads. So they were not cheap. I bought them, I got sucked in with the packaging. And this is quite a bittersweet one for me because they reposted every single look I did with these on their page, and they did it a few times with some of the looks, and I was super grateful, super proud of myself, and I was proud of the looks that I came out with, but I have not touched them since. So this is the green one. That's the packaging, beautiful package as I said, and this is called So Jaded. And then the pink one, the packaging's just insane on these. It really, really is. And that's what it looks like inside. And it's called Quartz Crush. I think that's my favourite of them all. And this is this one inside called Hidden Jewels. And it's sort of a purple one. And then I've got the blue one, which was my least favourite. Actually, was the green my least favourite one. A two called Ocean Treasure. That's what it looks like there. Ooh. And that's what it looks like inside. Oh, one of the plastic things just fell out of it. And as I said, I've just not used them since. You know, I got good looks out of them, but the quality wasn't quite up there enough for me to like go back to them. So they're up there, they're chilling, they're living their life, they're on display, they look good, but I spent a lot of money. That's like what, 40, 50 quid's worth, and it's like, oh wow. And then moving on to another brand under the same umbrella, which is XX Revolution. I didn't do videos on the Revolution Pro palettes that I've just showed because they were before my channel, but I do have a video of me using these. I will link them up in the cards and down below. And this is one of the Magnetics by XX Revolution liners in Force. So, and Teresa mentioned this on her channel as well. This is meant to be a duochrome liner. I didn't shake it, but it's just so lackluster. It really wasn't cheap. It's already bleeding out quite intense, even after shaking it. That's the shaking line. It ain't it. It ain't it, and it was expensive. So that's that there. And then in the same vein, they're little mini, well, they're not even minis, it's a duochrome topper, and this is in the shade Thrill. I know Teresa mentioned these as well. Again, marginally better than the eyeliner, but I just don't reach for it, and it was so expensive for what it is. They were between, I think this was like, I don't know, was it £12 or something like that? I'm not sure. And the liner the same, so expensive. I have things that do the same job, and yeah, they might be a little bit more expensive. I've got the Viseart ones, but they just are so like above and beyond what these ones are. Just like, no, it's a no from me. And another one from XX Revolution is the Extravaganza palette. So there's actually nothing really wrong with the quality of this. It's a absolutely massive rainbow palette. Oh, some fluff on it. Yeah, absolutely huge rainbow palette that I've got here. I've only used it like 2-3 times max. It's just so big. And it was not bad for the price. It wasn't bad for the price at all. But I don't reach for it. I've got such good quality rainbow palettes in my Mitchell X Beauty Bay. I've got my Be Perfect X Stacey Marie. I've got the Carnival XL Pro and the Tahiti. And just when I've got those, I just don't really need this. It's not quite special enough for me to think, oh, I'm definitely going to use that today. I'm keeping it because I do want to do like, if I do an affordable video, this is perfect for that because it is a really good affordable alternative. But I would rather pay, because this is £28 full price, 28 quid. I'd rather pay that extra tenner, less than a tenner, £8 more, and get one of the Be Perfect palettes. Like I said, good solid quality, just not like wow. And in the same vein, but I'm moving on to a different brand now, I have the Lorac the Artistry book. Again, nothing wrong with the quality of this. I just don't reach for it. It's just so huge. I've got better alternatives. Yeah, this is actually cheaper than my XX one. I'd probably choose this over the XX Revolution. But I don't reach for it in my collection. I bought it on a whim because it was on a really good offer. I think I got it for like £20, but I've not used it since. I think I've used it once or twice. And that's a waste of money. And then next up, I have the, I don't even know what it is, the Viseart Petite Pro. It doesn't even tell me which one it is. Okay, so I bought this quite a long time ago and that's what it looks like inside. The mattes are great. The shimmers are just nothing to write home about. This wasn't cheap and this thing is tiny. When it arrived, I was like, ooh, it's small. But it's not really about the size. That's what she said. It's just that it doesn't perform like well enough for me to want to go and grab for it. Maybe I should add it in like a throwback video or something like that, but it wasn't cheap and I regret purchasing it. So that's my own fault. And then my next one is my Sigma Warm Neutrals Volume 2. So I bought this at the same time as that one and you can see I have used it and that's what it looks like inside. So it is a nice colour story. I can get looks out of it if I was to use it, take it on holiday, and it is good quality. Just don't reach for it. It wasn't expensive, but it wasn't cheap. I just have better in my collection. I look at it and I'm like, oh, cool. And then my next one is the P. Louise Base. So I have this in Rumour 2. I jumped on the bandwagon and bought it and it is just does not really work for me. I still keep it. I use it to cut my crease sometimes and I'm, you know, and things like that. It's just not suitable for my eye type. It's makes like ages me about 10 years and it's just, it ain't it for me. It ain't it. Like I understand why people like it, but it's just not it. My next one is a MAC pigment in Old Gold. So I used to love this so much. It was the first sort of thing like this I had. I've got another couple somewhere, but I can't find them. I've got MAC Blue Brown and I think Vanilla. Yeah, this is nice and it does what I want it to do, but I know now that I can buy much cheaper options than this. I have like pigments that cost a third of the price of this and yeah, like, so that's the colour of it there. Beautiful. And I've had this for a long time and it lasts ages, but I just, it's expensive. It's expensive for what it is. And I just don't reach for it. I forgot that I had it until I went through some of my collection to be able to do this video. So yeah, pass from me. My next one is a, God, this looks terrible. Next one is a Be Perfect item, and this is the Be Perfect Sub-Zero, and this is in collaboration with my Maybelline Mitchell highlighter palette. And that's what it looks like inside. I think I've used this twice. It's nothing wrong with the quality of it. It's nice highlighters. I just never reach for it. I have my Jaclyn Hill, I have a Nikita Joy, I have lots of like single highlighters that I like much better. The colours in this are a little odd and the texture is a little strange in this, I have to be honest, but it ain't it for me. You know, it's not bad quality, I just don't reach for it. It just doesn't grab me. I don't know. I regret buying it. I bought it when it was on offer and I regret it. And the next one, so I didn't buy this full price. I got this in a TK Maxx for I think like £25, and this is the ABH Riviera. That's what it looks like inside, if anybody doesn't know. I think I've used this once. And it's surprising for me because it's neutral with pinks, a pop of pink and purple, and obviously the blues. But I just look at it and I'm like, cool. Like, I don't really know. Like, I don't know why I bought it. I love the ABH quality, but I'm not like, oh, I really want to use it or anything like that. I'm just like, meh, cool, I've got it. I'm so glad I didn't buy it full price because I was desperate for it when it first came out. And now I'm just like, you know, maybe I need to have a sit down, play around with it and try and make a look out of it. But just doesn't grab me, you know. I'm not like, oh, I really want to use it. And I have so many palettes where I am like that. So yeah. The next thing is, and this wasn't cheap, is the Urban Decay Stay Naked Weightless Foundation. And this is it here. So I know this is not meant to be full coverage. But this is just not flattering on my skin. I got it because it was like a lower coverage but matte, and I thought, great, that's exactly what I want. Something that often like medium coverage foundations are luminous and I am really, really oily. So that's not what I want. But this ain't it. This ain't it. I filmed with it ages ago and I was so salty in the video. I was in such a grumpy mood about it that the video never saw its light of day. Never saw the light of day. I do mix this with double wear and things like that because it is a little bit too light for me. But I just, maybe in the summer, and I'm too blemish prone as well. Like, but even then, wearing it with like concealing my spots, I just couldn't make it work for me. It made my texture look terrible. It just wasn't flattering. It just wasn't flattering at all. And then the next one is slightly, and this is my last one. Yes. So this is slightly controversial. It's my Nikki Tutorials X Beauty Bay palette. I'll link my video that I did on this down below. So that's what it looks like here. So let me preface this with, the shimmers in this are one of the best formulas I ever have used. I'll swatch. Do a little swatcheroo. Oh, they are heavenly. I need to get this out again. And that's what they look like there. Let me just. They are just insane, beautiful. The mattes, when I try to use it, as I said, watch my video down below if you haven't. I just didn't get on with the mattes very well. Yeah, I didn't get on with the mattes very well. They were slightly patchy, and the colour story is just not quite what I want. I could do a really nice, like warm, yummy sunset eye, but I just think there's a little bit of a disconnect in the colour story. I don't know what it is. And I'm like not afraid of colour. I mean, look at what's on my eyes, like, and if you see my videos, like I'm not afraid of colour and things like that, but just something about this is just, I jumped on the bandwagon. I like the packaging as well. I jumped on the bandwagon and bought it, but I just don't reach for it. I'm just like, I look at it and I'm like, every now and then I like get it out and I'm like, and then I look at it and I'm like, I just don't know what to do with you. There's nothing that I can do with this that I can't do with my Tahiti palette, apart from the shimmers. Yeah, the shimmers are beautiful. Beauty Bay, I'd have a whole palette of shimmers in this formula. They are stunning. But I just don't reach for it. I really wish that I liked it more. I really, really wish that I liked it more, but I just don't. Just really don't. No, it's not that I don't like it. I just don't like it as much as I thought I would and as much as I wanted to, if that makes sense. So that'll be my last item on the list. Let me know if you agree with this or any of them where you're like, no, that's not right. That's my favorite thing. Then you do you. I'm so glad if you've bought any of these and you like them, because at the end of the day, no one wants to waste their money. No one wants to waste their money. And what's the great thing about us all is that we all have different opinions. That's fantastic. But yes, don't forget to go follow me over on Instagram. I have been trying to post more recently over there. You will see this look in its full glory. I did not film this, sorry. Please subscribe to my channel. We are just over 450 subscribers now, which is just so great. I'm so happy. Welcome to the newbies, and thank you to everyone else that has stuck along with me. Do drop me a comment down below. I love to hear what people think. Do give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video and ring that notification bell so you know of the next time that I upload, because Lord knows it is sporadic at best. Thank you very much for watching my video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!